And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. In the blue corner, Amber Mobility kicks idle cars out of our cities. And in the red corner, ManusVR revolutionizes the interactive virtual reality experience. Please welcome Steven Nellemans of Amber Mobility and Stijn Stumpel of ManusVR.
Thanks guys for joining us. Last battle of today, so let's really rock. Huh? It's about the ticket in Singapore, but of course also for you, everlasting glory. Stijn, 30 seconds rundown of your company.
I'm Stijn Stumpel. I'm the lead designer for ManusVR, and we make virtual reality gloves that track and record your hand movement for a variety of use cases. Now, of course, many people think about, gaming, but thousands of companies approach us to make their processes faster and cheaper using VR. For instance, we are being used by NASA to train astronauts for working on the International Space Station. And the automotive industry, designing and engineering in VR, you can build virtual worlds without having to build physical worlds, and that's substantially cheaper and faster than anything. It's going to revolutionize.
Thank you. I think production lost the ring. Thank you. What do you have?
Well, we are building electric cars right here in Eindhoven. And you cannot buy these cars. You can only use them by means of our sharing service. And I see you thinking, well, I love the freedom that owning a car gives me. And we know that, we understand that. And that's why we make sure that there's a car available for you when and wherever you need it. So this way, Amber is not only more convenient, more affordable, and more flexible, but also much, much better for our environment.
Good. Gloves, mobile cars.
Cars, yes.
Not to be bought, but to be rented.
Exactly.
You both look pretty young. So what about your team, guys? Stijn, how does your team look?
Well, we have a very agile and young team of industrial designers, fashion designers, hardware engineers, software engineers, who are all working on making the best glove possible. We have 16 people working in-house with all of the specialties needed to create what is now considered to be the state-of-the-art in data gloves. We even have an in-house game design department where we make applications to not only demonstrate the product, but more importantly to test it so that we can make sure that we make the best tracking glove that we can make.
16 people, state-of-the-art gloves. How does your team look?
Yeah, so what kind of team can disrupt the entire automotive industry? Ours can, because we've already developed the most sustainable car in the Netherlands. We have the founder of Nu.nl and Leapfinder. We have a former VP of NXP. We have a co-founder of TomTom. And we have experts in sales, engineering, software development, and design. Currently, we have 20 people on our payroll, but we're growing every single week.
Okay, those are some exciting names. Can you tell us about your key achievements?
Yeah, so we founded this company in spring last year, and since then, we have received major media publicity all over the world for the introduction of our Amber One vehicle, including a TechCrunch article and a record-breaking broadcast for Bright TV. So we have been in discussion with multiple industry leaders all over the world, like Sony, Samsung, BMW, and Daimler. We signed up our first customers, including ABN AMRO, and we're starting our Amber Mobility Hub at the HighTech campus in just a couple of weeks.
Okay. What about your achievements? He's bringing up some names. I think you have quite some names as well, right?
Names, yes. So I've already said that NASA is currently using it, and they've recently requested more gloves. But we have recently successfully shipped and manufactured and sold our first pre-production run, which is generating revenue on hardware sales within 2 years of being funded. And we have 3,000 reservations right now from high-end business-to-business customers like ASML, Philips, Tesla, Microsoft, and MIT, who currently have it, and they really love it. And we're selling them for 1,000 per pair, so that's millions.
So going into business model already, can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, we're in 2017, we're targeting 3 key markets. So we're doing high-end business-to-business VR, like automotive and aerospace industry. We're doing the motion capture industry, which is huge and fast-growing, where we help to make animators of films and movies do their jobs much faster and much cheaper. And VR experience centers, which are opening up all over the world as we speak, even in Eindhoven, where people can experience virtual reality for the first time. So we're selling hardware, software, and support.
3 lines, hardware, software, and support. What do you do?
Yeah, so our business model for private users is basically as simple as it can be. For just 33 euros per week, we give you guaranteed, on-demand mobility. And we're also expanding our services to companies, where we can, with our Amber Mobility platform, can reduce the size of a fleet of a company by 75%. So think about that, 75% less cars out there on the road, polluting.
So how does your model work financially? How much have you guys been putting in? Did you get investment already? Because if I understand correctly, you're looking for sort of big amount, right?
We are. So we have not just been called the most ambitious startup in the Netherlands on national television twice for nothing. Because we are looking for an investment of 70 million euros. And we're on our way, because we've secured over 200,000 euros in government grants and through our Leap Funder campaign, which, by the way, is still running. But we're not just waiting for the money, we're making money. Because every single user that we let join the Amber Mobility platform generates revenue of 350 euros.
So we're not waiting for the money, but we're making money. How about you guys?
Yeah, with a burn rate of about 40K per month, we've been able to now sustain our growth for the past 2 years. And we've recently started shipping and selling hardware, so we're now generating revenue. And we're currently in a situation where we actually have more demand than we can supply, which is putting us on a route to become a self-sustaining company. So we're not raising any money right now. We are looking for partners and clients that can help us to take it to the next level.
Self-sustainable X million. Guys, I'm wondering about this last round. Round number 5. You know I really like it, so let's make the best out of it. Freestyle. Why should you be going to Singapore and Steven not?
Well, we've been to Asia before, and they really like our product.
So now he can go.
Oh, he can go. But you asked me.
Because you said, yeah, we've been there before. Sorry, start again.
30 seconds.
Why do you need to go to Singapore?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've already won a similar competition in South Korea, and not only are we aggressively trying to sell in that market, but we are also have a lot of our manufacturing there. So going to Asia to meet new partners and meet new customers can allow us to scale up really quickly.
Makes
because
sense.
consumer VR is about to hit, and we want to be ready with a fully developed product that we can massively sell. And for that we need
Clear. Accelerate
Asia.
business
Yes.
in Asia. What about you? Why do you want to go to Singapore? And you think you could do better than Stijn?
Yeah, well, Amber is not just something for a few hundred people, or maybe even a few thousand. Amber has the potential to change the way that millions, billions of people all over the world, every single day, they travel from A to B. So take a moment and think about the situation that our planet is currently in.
Thank you. You really...
That's right. That's right.
Oh, it's cool.
I was not finished yet.
Okay. Sorry. Take the floor.
Okay, so take a moment to think
Is there still a
about
bell?
the situation that our planet is currently in. Because that's right, the world needs a solution like this, and we need it yesterday. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason that Amber should go to Singapore.
Great stories, guys. Very nice for each other still, but good stories. Gentlemen of the jury. Jurgen?
Yeah, maybe a question to Amber. So your proposition currently is based on corporate programs for a large part. For this to work for consumers, you like to have a car around the corner. How are you going to bridge the gap between your current corporate programs and getting to the situation where you can find at any time, at any place, your car?
So how do you scale in those phases, basically?
Yeah, well, the reason that we first choose for companies, if you take, for example, a look at ABN AMRO, our launching customer, is they have a lot of facilities all around the Netherlands. And also, if you take a look at other companies that are close to it, they're all close in the same neighborhood. So if you can provide corporate mobility for all those companies, you create a hub and therefore have have a way of scaling up, so a way of putting cars there with not a lot of risk, so you don't need a lot of investment to scale up like this. And then if there are a few companies in a region that are sharing cars in between, then you can also add more private users. So that's a way of scaling up with as less risk as possible.
So you start hub-wise?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
clear. Question for Amber.
Yeah, I have a question for Manus. You talked about the hardware, the glove, and so on. You didn't talk about data and how you make use of that.
You mean recording movement data?
Yes, so
Yeah.
you work with all potential clients, great companies, and
Yeah.
you measure a lot of data. Is there any data play behind?
Yeah, there's a huge potential in data. Like we mentioned the motion capture market, where we already record movement data and do a lot with that for games and movies. But capturing the motions of, say, a surgeon, to like how does the best surgeon in the world do the best heart surgery procedure in the world, and then project that in a virtual environment could be hugely beneficial. Or when you're trying to train your employees to optimize an assembly line in VR, and you do this with 1,000 employees, you could potentially analyze what the fastest possible, most efficient way of assembling a car is, which is also valuable stuff to have. But
Bertjan wants to add something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already famous in Eindhoven, of course.
Of course.
But you will soon be also famous in the whole of Netherlands. So what's going to happen this weekend and next week?
Oh yeah, we have a documentary coming out.
Documentary. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's
Can we see it?
When was it again?
It's going to be broadcast on BNN, I think, next week. This documentary crew followed
The
us.
22nd of March. Yes.
22nd of March.
Yeah.
Can you say that again, Bertjan?
Helping you, eh?
Just help along. 22nd of March.
So
Yeah.
an
On
hour-long
BNN.
documentary on Manus.
Yeah.
And can we watch the trailer somewhere?
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube, or you can go to our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page, ManusVR. Look it up.
So with the
Twitter.
16 people in your company, you might want to get the 17th in for your PR. Okay, time's up. Audience, please get your glow sticks out again. If you think Steven deserves to be the winner with everlasting glory, raise your blue sticks. If it should be Stijn, then please raise your red sticks. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Ah, there's a bit of blue over there, red over there. It's again a bit of undecisive audience. You sure, guys? Yeah?
I heard blue.
I heard blue as well.
No, I didn't hear.
I heard blue as well. Okay, then, jury, it's your final vote. Any questions from the audience that really cannot wait for either of the teams? No? Okay, then we're just gonna make Tom's life miserable whilst we're all waiting, but take your time for the result. Guys, go to the front. Okay. Thank you for our last battle. And the winner for everlasting glory and the ticket to Singapore is Manus. Congratulations. Lama.